Welcome back. I'm Bill Bland and this is 5 Minute Money. Today we're going to talk a little bit about negotiating. Negotiating isn't always about driving the hardest bargain and getting the last dollar on the table. A lot of times it's about getting what you want that's most important to you. And sometimes you can get that by offering somebody else more than they expected. I'll give you an example. I've bought a lot of cars in my life, and what I've done sometimes, I was one time totally up against it. I had a car or a truck repossessed out of my driveway. I needed a truck to do the business that I was in. I went out and I found on the recycler, Auto Trader, a truck for sale. And the guy was asking $1,900 for the truck. I guess it had been his son's and he took it back from him because his son was in trouble or whatever. So he was selling it. I go out to look at the truck. I had made 2 phone calls. I had made one phone call as an inquiry and said I would be coming by. And then I made another phone call and I moved the time earlier because it worked out better for me. Didn't say I was the same guy. I went out to look at the truck and I didn't have all the money. I didn't have $1,900, but I did have $700. So what I negotiated is I asked the guy, I said, I would like to give you $2,100 for this truck. And he looked at me, I said, I bet you're wondering why I've asked for, I'm offering you more money than you're asking for the truck. And he says, yeah, I was kind of wondering that. And I said, well, here's the deal. I said, I need a truck today. I didn't tell him my other one got repoed. I said, my other truck is no longer available. I need a vehicle right away to do my business so that I can make money. I will give you $700 today. I will give you $700 in 2 weeks, and I will give you $700 2 weeks from then. I will let you keep the pink slip. You can have a copy of my driver's license. We will have it all written up. And if I miss any of those dates, I will let you have the truck back and I will forego all the money I put into the deal. And he goes, well, I go, here's the thing. You don't have to wait for other people to come out and kick your tires and offer you $1,300 for the thing. You can have it sold and you can not think about this at all. And he says, well, that sounds interesting, but I got another guy who's going to be coming by. Change the battery pack. I have another guy who's going to be coming by. And so turned out I was the other guy. I didn't realize that. I called him later that night and he said the other guy never showed up, which I think was supposed to be me at a later date. So he took the deal. I offered him his price or even more, but my terms. That's a negotiation thing. It works with real estate, it works with a lot of things. It works with businesses, it works with a lot of things that you're trying to finance or make a deal. You want everybody to get what you want. Also, you want to show your motivation sometimes, not always, but motivation, showing it, can be very powerful in a negotiation. One of the things you can do is when I'm talking about buying somebody's house and I say, hi Bob, this is Bill, you called me about a property. I'll say, what's your house worth, Bob? He'll say $300,000. And I'll say, well, what were you hoping to get for it? He'll say $300,000. And then I make Bob aware. I say, Bob, why would I buy your house for $300,000 if that's the market price? I could buy any house in your neighborhood for $300,000. I mean, is your house extra special, or are you leaving the terms? Are you leaving your financing in place that might make it more valuable to me? And that opens up that conversation. Another thing I can say is, well, Bob, I'm an investor and I'm not going to live in your house. And if I can't figure out a way to make money on the deal, can you see any reason why I'd want to get involved in it? So he all of a sudden now puts himself in my place. And I'd say, so if we can make something that makes me some money, then we can do a deal. If we can't, then I don't really have any reason to get involved. I don't want your headache to become mine, is basically what I tell them. So in negotiations, sometimes it's being flexible, but a lot of times is when you let them know what your motivation is, they have a hard time coming back. If I say I got to make money and they say, well, I got to have $300,000, well, the question might be, do you have to have $300,000 because that's what you owe on the property? That's a different deal. But if you have equity in it, I can bring that asking price down if they're looking for a quick sale, because I've got to make money. And if you don't get that, then we don't need to do business. And that's just as simple as it is. That's just one of the tactics you can use in negotiating for anything. This has been 5 Minute Money. I'm Bill Bland, and I really appreciate you joining me. We'll see you next time.